Within the settlement of Summershade is the regular monthly harvest festival. Stalls full of produce, games, and souvenirs. But it's not just traders who set up here. Many hunters and those seeking help have been known to set up and to pull in potential clients, mercenaries, that sort of thing. And that's where we find the two of you. Within the heart of the festival grounds, you are both at a stand with a job offer painted onto a sign. Dragon Egg Rescue. A lone figure is standing on the other side of a table with maps and contracts ready to broker a deal with the two of you. Oh, it's been good to have some interest here. I think when people see the word dragon, they freak out. But it's nice to see those with courage who can help. My name is Clem, Targan Clem. And who, can I ask, are the two of you? And we shall start Dom with a 1, Rob with a 2. Rob, his eyes turn across to you. Who does Targan see?
It's interesting because his eyes turn across to my character, and he probably misses him at first, and then would have to double take and look back because he's addressing Dom's character, but a bit further away, sort of behind a sign, or a barrel or something. You just see a figure like this, peering from around the corner, and is clearly had not wanted to have been addressed. And then as he is spoken to, sort of almost shrinks back into the shadow of the thing before moving forward and revealing himself. Before you see a half elf, but he looks like a particularly bedraggled half elf, much more man than elf. He has lank, black, greasy hair. He has a chunk missing out of one of his pointed ears, a scar that runs across the side of his mouth. He looks like he's lived a hard life. He wears leathers and a chain shirt. At his side there appears to be a rather beautiful looking weapon, probably the only beautiful thing on him, and a torn half cloak that is thrown over his shoulder with a hood on it. And what was his question?
Who are you?
He will say, I'm Dadak. I'm Dadak. Some people call me the Bastard Elf. But many also know me simply as the Lurk.
The Lurk.
So that is Dadak. The Lurk.
Dadak, the Bastard Elf, aka the Lurk.
The Lurk, yes.
Lovely. From there, he gives you a nod, and then his eyes move across and down to you.
Yes, his eyes fall upon another half something, but this half something is a halfling. As yes, you see a smaller figure in sort of beaten leather attire. I think. I was going to look at the armor. He's sort of beaten leather attire, and he's balancing a knife on the finger of one of his hands. He's got very interesting, strange gloves that seem to glow with some sort of magical power as he flicks the knife into the air, and it vanishes after a second. You notice he's missing one of his fingers. It's obviously fallen foul of practicing such a trick in the past. And he brings his other hand up, and on his other hand, he's also balancing now a different, maybe, knife. The knife looks slightly strange, not like a normal knife, sort of shimmering in the daylight, almost as if they're not fully real. And he says, and I'm nimble softfoot, I am. It's nimble softfoot.
Nimble
Very good.
softfoot.
That's correct. Or nimimimble, as I just typed.
Nimimimble.
Nimimimble.
No, he looks then at the two of you, Dadak and Nimble, and you are both courageous to offer your aid. So let me just explain this. It has come to my attention that servants of Tiamat are keeping and raising dragon eggs and selling them off to the highest bidder as servants or mounts. Do any of you speak Draconic?
I actually believe I do. Yes, I do speak Draconic, actually. For once, I have a language that's being used.
Lovely.
I'm going to
Nimble?
say I don't.
Okay.
I'm going to say I speak Elven and Dwarven, because that was the advice given to me in the Halfling template.
Nice. Then you know, through the association of language, you know of Tiamat. You know of the presence of an evil dragon deity, the five-headed dragon queen. And you also know that her servants are also known as the Talons of Tiamat, are ruthless in their objectives. It is a vile practice that any servant of Tiamat is as wicked as their goddess. I want to liberate those eggs so that they have a chance to be raised properly and as nature intended. I can offer you 500 gold for each egg found, which may not sound like much, but I can assure you for that price and the danger and the amount of eggs that are there, the two of you will make a very handsome profit. But you will be going deep into a nursery where these servants of Tiamat are working. As for where this place is precisely, it is in a canyon not far from here. And if you do agree to the deal, then I will meet you at the entrance to the canyon and I can give you the directions there. And then any egg you can bring out, I can reimburse for you. Do we have a deal?
What's your interest in these eggs, then?
Yeah, what are you going to do with them?
Well, I'd either like to see they're reared properly or given to the people who will do that well for me.
You're worried that the Talons of Tiamat are gonna raise these dragons poorly?
No dragon should be forced into such manipulation from a young age, and whether that be their chromatic breed or even the metallic ones. Even these so-called evil dragons, I believe, can be raised to be good and not be under this influence.
Do we know the cost of an egg on the black market off the top of our heads by any chance? Is he significantly under...
Yeah, are we getting swindled?
You imagine... well, actually, no. Give me a level check.
Level check?
For you, for the lurk, and then... Dom, I would imagine, unless you've got anything you could argue is levels in a roguey kind of class, unless you would also argue maybe as a character you've had experience in whatever.
Just give us a level, that's easy.
I could do like an appraise. I could do you an appraise check if that's...
Yeah, give me an appraise check.
Not
there
trained
we go.
in it, but...
26.
Oh, Dadak, your picture is nice and fun.
My picture? What's my picture?
You're a man with long hair.
No, not on mine. Maybe on yours, but not on mine.
What?
Not on mine. Not on mine neither.
Well,
It's just
yeah, with definitely with a 26, and even so with a 14, you know, you could on the black market make a lot more money with a dragon egg, and depending on the color as well, you know, if you can get metallic dragon eggs, inherently good dragons, you could probably get more money for those than necessarily their chromatic cousins. But it also depends who you are selling to. If you were going to sell, say, a red dragon to an evil wizard, he'd probably offer you a lot of money compared to, you know.
Hey,
others.
listen here, Targ and Clem. We ain't doing this out of kindness of our hearts, alright? Some of us have overheads to pay, alright? And this is a dangerous mission. I imagine there's going to be a dragon that has laid those eggs nearby.
Okay. 1,000 gold. An egg.
you just double your price like that. It's worth more than that one, isn't it?
Look, I can't go higher than that. Otherwise, I'll be broke. But we need to rescue those eggs, and I'd be killed in an instant. I'm not a fighter. I'm not capable.
I'll tell you this. If you've got more intelligence about what lies within, there is treasure in dragon hideaways. He's doing this, by the way, but he hasn't got anything.
You're welcome to all of it.
Giving him a northern accent. It's really hard.
Starting to regret the choice.
Immediately, because I suddenly realised, oh no, you're doing a West Country accent and I'm doing a northern accent.
Yeah, I had exactly the same thought as well. I was like, I don't know if we're going to have to keep this up if you're doing that.
He's just going to do...
committed.
Yeah, he's got a voice. If it sounds northern sometimes, amazing. I do forgive
All
me.
countries have a north.
It's because he's a bastard. So... Bastard. So... Do you have any intelligence on this dragon pit?
It's gone over the top to compensate now.
Yeah.
Look, this, as far as I'm aware, it had a name in the past called the Spawn Scale Nursery. It used to be a place where dragon eggs could be raised safely. Once the Talons of Tiamat moved in, that changed. I've been unable to get in there myself because of them, but eggs would be taken there and left there to be reared. Eggs that were abandoned would be raised in the Spawn Scale Nursery.
Ah.
I can't go in, I will be murdered. But the two of you seem capable.
Do these Talons at Tiamat have a base nearby?
Beyond the Spawn Scale Nursery, no, they've moved in. For whatever reason, I don't know.
Then they'll regret their recent relocation.
I take that as a promising... yes?
Dadak throws back his cloak, and on his belt there are a number of vicious, pointed-looking knives. As it to show I've got a knife for every Talon there is.
You and Nimble will get on well.
Certainly will. Tell you what, we'll retrieve the eggs. Maybe we'll discuss the price afterwards, depending on what else we find in there, eh?
I'm perfectly happy to negotiate. I just wish to see the safe recovery of these eggs. So if we have a deal, as he passes you a pen, then I'll happily meet you at the canyon, and I'll give you the directions there.
What is this marvellous contraption, then? He takes the pen.
Sorry, it's... he takes a... Sorry, that's
Ballpoint pen!
Ballpoint pen!
Ballpoint pen!
Are you expecting a quill?
Aye.
He
Or a bit of charcoal.
Bit of
And
charcoal.
you'd be glad of it.
Yeah. Be glad of
He,
it.
I stop doing the
Charcoal.
northern accent as well. I won't be able to do
Yeah,
that.
sorry.
he passes you a quill and he bottles his ink, ready for you to sign. And as you finish coming to terms and agreeing to set off, I go, hello and welcome to Let's Dig Up here on Roll the Bones, and we're back with a new module from the 3.5 era, Dragondown Grotto. And previously, if you had joined in, we had done a double bill of Bad Light and Frozen Whispers. Before that, White Plume Mountain. Before that, the Sunless Citadel. Dragondown Grotto being of a slightly higher level than the ones we've done before. So for those of you who have been in before, you'll know that all of our characters have been pre-rolled, and in this instance, we had fun with this one. So we hope that for you guys, you'll enjoy seeing how these characters develop. For those of you who are brand new, firstly, why aren't you following? Please give us the bell, the usual. We will roll all characters, concepts, everything, keeping it random. So all stats are rolled, all races, and all classes. And to make sure that there's no bias and we play the module as intended, all of my rolls will be public as well. So before we jump into the Dragondown Grotto, Dom, Rob, any thoughts?
I mean, it's just the setup, isn't it? And I think it'll be far more fun for us to learn what each of each other is exactly. Although I think mine's probably obvious if you know that. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm excited. It's an intriguing concept. I like the idea of Talons of Tiamat. I've heard that name before, and I'm excited to learn. Well, they obviously want those dragon eggs, don't they, to rear in the service of their dreaded goddess. So I'm excited to murder them all.
Excellent.
Yeah. That picture's a little bit concerning, I must say. It's pretty grisly,
Yeah,
so it should be fun.
Just a little bit. Yes. Well then, keeping you here for just a little bit longer. You'd been told by Targan Clem that he would take you to the canyon, and you find yourself not too far from Summershade, looking at a vast canyon verging on about 20 miles long. The whole thing in the distance peaks at about half a mile wide. This is huge. And from where you stand right at the other end, you can see it is filled with trees and other flora. The canyon's sheer walls later on descend 500 feet, and a stream runs along the bottom. And Targan Clem's near the entrance. He points to you and he informs you that you'll find the Spawns Hill Sanctuary, and he gives you the directions for it. He advises that its location specifically will be tucked away. But with his navigation, you leave him behind as he waits with bated breath to see if you come back with his eggs or not. And as you descend through, any of you have survival?
I don't actually have survival. I have many, many skills, but that is not one of them.
I think you can do it untrained. So
I have a bonus in wisdom, which gives me
a single point.
Yes, so I'll happily roll.
13 for Nimble.
11 for Daydak.
Luckily, you succeed in discovering the cave entrance with Clem's help. If you had just jumped in without his help, you wouldn't have. But the forest parts, as you approach the eastern wall of the canyon. The ground rises, forming a natural bulge in the earth, at the height of which you see a wide cave mouth half hidden by boulders and shielded by a heavy stone overhang. Is there anything you want to do in the immediate area before entering?
Dadak is going to throw out an arm before we get too close to the mouth of the cave, because he wants to conduct a search to see if there are tracks going in and out or anything like that. You know, just like an overall search to determine anything like that.
Good thinking, the lurk. I'll join you in that.
Better safe than sorry.
I can tell you this, the DC is 18.
20.
30.
Maybe being closer to the ground, Nimble, you see a bit more there, but you can detect there are tracks what seem to be belonging to several large bipedal reptiles. There's quite a few of them, at least 3, maybe more, as well as a set of human-sized boot prints. You don't know if those are human, but they're human-sized. And these have been moving in and out. They're easily a day or 2 fresh. So there's been recent activity here.
And what did you say numbers-wise it was? 1 boot print and then a boot print.
It looks like at least 3 reptiles and potentially 2 or 3 or even more of these human-sized boot prints. At least 3 and 2.
Half a dozen creatures of some kind.
Don't know what they are, though.
No, me neither. We should have our wits about us, eh? Do you prefer Dadak or the lurk?
Whatever you want, really. I've been called much worse in my time.
Fair enough.
And speaking of lurking, suppose that's what I'm here to do. And he'll sort of like roll his shoulders a little bit. And he will he'll look back and then he'll say, I don't really know what your skill set is, Nimble, but I'm quite a quiet mover, you know. Quite a sneaky man.
Oh well. I can be quiet as a mouse as well. To a certain extent, at least. That's why they call me Softfoot. Not to mention, that's my surname.
That's quite coincidental then.
Maybe it's one of those things where you eventually grow into your name.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, I'm a bit of a bastard and I do lurk about.
Oh. Well, in that case...
Should we do a bit of lurking then?
Aye, let's lurk.
As you peer into the cave, you see a wide, rough-hewn staircase that curls to the north and descends into darkness. And... should have snapped you there. You should have control of your respective tokens.
Do you feel in control?
Feel in control?
The answer is yes, I do.
Lovely.
Yep.
The staircase descends 100 feet and ends, as you can see, before a 15-foot wide landing. 2 dragon statues perch atop stone platforms in corners of the staircase.
Nimble says half under his breath. Fuck you, how did it have to take so long? Don't know then, fucking.
You'll find
Nimble's
a lot of
got an
people
So
do
many
this.
stairs. What are they playing at? That just shows I can't swear as this character, because that will just immediately send me north.
Set you off.
There you go.
It gets quite so many
wait.
stairs.
I'd wager that them dragon heads are more than just decoration.
Tell you what, you look at the one on the right, I'll look at the one on the left. How about that?
Dadak is going to approach, and he's going to attempt to do so silently, if that's okay.
Yep.
God damn it, I've copied the wrong thing. Oh my god. Sorry. This happens every time. That is a natural 1.
Here.
So 19
Nimble
and
will go
30.
quietly as well. Not
Give
as
me
quiet, despite your clumsiness.
give me a moment.
Can't believe that.
Depending on what happens, but we'll just see. So you're both taking.
Depending on what happens, he says, having rolled a dice.
So one of you's going to the one on your left, one's going to the one on your right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Or left.
You can both give me, if you have it, a knowledge arcana check, and any appropriate search check that you wish.
I can just give you a straight search check if that's alright.
Yeah?
Ain't got no knowledge. None of this arcana nonsense. 22 on a search, though.
I don't have any ranks in Knowledge Arcana, but it is one that I have a tick next to, so I guess that just allows me to use my intelligence bonus.
Yes.
Yeah. It's ticked, so, and I've got, 14.
Ooh,
Yep.
big intelligence, boy.
That's a lot of smarts.
A whole heap of smarts.
Yeah. One looks gold, one looks black. Both are dragons.
It's all street smarts,
Here,
man.
this one's gold.
It is.
Nimble, you don't... There's not much you can find. Dadak?
You tell me.
Oh, sorry.
Search.
Search check. So I thought you were doing a search.
Oh, sorry. Oh, no, my bad. Absolutely. I'll do a search check. Absolutely. 32.
Oh, you definitely see that actually the dragons themselves aren't the trigger for a trap, but actually the steps themselves between the dragons, which I can roughly draw out. There. Those steps themselves are all pressure sensitive, and if you are on there, or if you're going to disable it and you fail, the two dragon heads themselves will fire at you.
I think Nimble's foot is about to step on one of the pressure plates as Dadak.
Hey, wait up now.
What is it?
I'm going to tell you a story.
Okay.
Right when I
like
began...
stories.
Then he turned into West Country. When I began my career, I was taken under the wing of a rogue.
Oh, yeah.
The very beginning of my career, that is. You could argue for one level if you were to put it like that. And ever since then, I've had this knack of knowing all about traps and how to disable them. And that there is a trap.
Blimey, I was just about to step on that.
Aye. Let me see if I can disable it with a disable device check.
Well, be careful, won't you?
Oh, I was born off. I was born careful.
I was born in the West Country, I was. I will drag you south if it kills me.
No. 35.
Whoa.
35 with a disabled device DC of 30. You easily disable the acid spray trap.
That's max ranks, that.
Dominic.
Level 11, baby. Level 11.
Level 11, indeed. As the acid spray trap is disabled.
Now, I'll take the first step here.
Okay.
You notice that, yes, the steps do have a ever so slight bounce to them, but nothing reacts as you step up and climb up.
Dayjak's eyes are fixed on this thing at the bottom as well, convinced that perhaps, as traps are laid in a certain way, he's somewhat of an expert, you could argue, that you would run fleeing from the spray horrible power potentially into something else. He's very suspicious of that. Is that a rug at the bottom?
It looks like a very tatty, worn rug.
Do you reckon that's covering to Pit?
Could be, couldn't it? Be a very sneaky trap if it did. Spray you with acid, and just as you think you're free of that, boom, into an hole.
In Pit, covered in rug.
Hole in Pit, and you'd be glad of it.
You're very glad of it. In septic tank.
Oh.
He's going to do a search check, and by that I mean he's going to run his fingers under like the corners of the rug to see if there's like an edge of some kind, to see if to try and detect a trap, basically.
Yeah, go on then.
Call me super suspicious, but I know that we're quite a high level, so 20.
It appears to just be a worn welcome mat. In fact, underneath the welcome mat is solid stone.
Not wanting to look completely stupid, is there much dust difference between on top of the rug and beneath it?
It looks like the lower rug hasn't been lifted up in a while, so yes, there is a dust difference between the two.
He'll just look at Nimble dead in the eye and, like, completely straight face will say, "No cleaners."
You'd think they'd be able to afford it with selling all them dragon eggs, wouldn't you?
Aye. I'm not so sure that'll be the last we'll see of these, dragons nor traps. Come on, and he'll walk briskly over the edge and will look out into this hall. And oh my god!
Yeah, so 12 pillars support the 40-foot high arch ceiling of this dark, cavernous chamber. 10 of the pillars are sculpted to resemble dragons, and the remaining 2 are featureless and bare. The room also contains 4 statues positioned near various exits, each statue carved in the likeness of a reptilian humanoid. Splashes of colour on the scratched and muddy floor suggest the presence of a cracked and faded mosaic.
Wow.
Dave, as soon as you utter that, you notice where you are, there is a lot of reverb. It's very echoey here.
Interesting.
Oh, we might have to be careful about that.
It's not that bad. You can, if you make a bit of noise, shall we say, it will carry.
Thankfully, you're soft of foot, and I lurk.
I was gonna say.
Which way? Let's go this way. Let's go left and go clockwise, whatever that is.
Okay. Go left. Turn around.
Are you moving silently?
Oh, yeah, all right. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
absolutely. So if you want us to roll, by all means.
Seeing as you've moved from the stairs into the open nave of dragons, yes, please.
35.
35.
I'm not going to get that high, I can tell you that now. 10.
10. Soft foot indeed.
Did you say you were cold?
Ooh.
Give me a
I think he
Oh.
maybe slips and just goes, oh, quite loudly.
Oh, 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 oh.
Sorry.
Hey, there might be dragons round here.
That you can give me both a listen check.
Listen.
A listen check.
20.
25.
You can hear, coming quite close from around where you are, if you can see in the darkness my blue circle.
Nope.
Aye.
Yep.
Around that area, you can hear a muttering. Do you hear that? No.
Somebody's coming.
No, it's the others. Now the Talons. No, that doesn't sound like ours. That's the Talons, then. Leave them be.
Are they speaking in common or some other fell language?
They are speaking in common.
Do they sound big? They sound like a big folk or a little folk?
Oh, I am so sorry. They are not
speaking in common.
speaking in common. Only Dadak heard that.
Oh, well.
They're speaking in Draconic.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Hey, they're speaking in dragon tongue.
Tongue, tongue, tongue.
I'm whispering that.
I know. Yes.
Hey, they're speaking in dragon tongue.
Well, let's be careful, eh? They might be some of them egg traders.
No, listen, no sound of footprints approaching though, or footsteps approaching. Sorry, they don't appear to be moving. Or
Doesn't seem like they're moving. There seems to be bustle and movement, like either fidgeting. One sound in particular seems like someone's rifling through lots of wooden things. You can hear wood just like clattering, but it doesn't seem like there's any steps coming towards you, especially with, what was your listen check, 25?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell there seems no intention of steps coming towards you. With 25 as well, you can hear a very faint, that sounds almost like another conversation happening top left from around here. But you're too far away with that check to get any idea. It just sounds like there's noise.
Also, I can't understand Draconic, presumably. So
No, you're too far away to get an ear for what they're actually saying up here.
there's some more up there as well. Should we take a peek around this corner? See what's going on?
who should do it?
I think you're better hiding than I am.
All right, let's give it a go. If you're content with me keeping my move silently, did you make a note of what it was, or?
Yeah, until you do something draft, like, for example, enter combat or do something different.
So
I've got them down here.
he's going to move to here then, and I will do a high check then.
Yeah.
I'll join him at the corner, but
And True. Hopefully, to his name, Dadak lurks. That's a 1 on the die.
That's your second one on hide.
He's Dadak the lurk, and he's really bad at lurking. Like, he just stands there. That's still a 19 on a hide. Come on.
It's still incredible. You can see, I will point out,
Yeah, I can see a glimpse down there.
you can see a glimpse of movement, but from where you are, that's probably all you can tell. Well, if you would like to move your token left then right, and I will do a spot check versus your hide. Move yourself back.
You said move.
Have a good look.
Yeah, and then move yourself back.
Oh my
They call him
god!
Dadak the look. They do.
He's just gonna look back at you and go.
So I've... Oh, okay, so let's see if I spot you on this. Also rolled a 1.
Nimble just looks back at you like terrified with his 9 fingers and thumb. Why is it?
There are 2 very large dragon men. Very large, very large dragon men around that corner, Nimble.
Oh no. What shall we do?
We must be quick.
Should we run away?
I don't think properly.
Sends the tail.
He's gonna say, if we start battle here, the ruckus of it, the sound will echo across this hall, and it'll draw more to us. I reckon we leave them for now.
Just go into that corridor over there, you think? Get away from him.
And Dadak will point there as in questioning, is that what you mean?
Yeah. Can't see anyone down that way. Probably have not actually looked. No, it goes off the map.
I will say that's how the map is, but that will just be a wall. That's the end of that bit. That's just how this map was drawn.
Let's be quick about it, though, eh?
I'm just looking up a thing that I have. Okay. He'll say to Nimble, do you want me to go first and just check the course is clear? No point of us sneaking over there to find we have to turn back.
Sure, you think that's best?
Just be ready in case they get alarmed. Accents. My fucking brain just collapsed. The lurk is going to crouch down, and he is just going to put a fist in front of him and his head down to it as if he's focusing. An intense amount of focus goes into this as he spends a single power point, a single psionic power point, as he uses the ability Chameleon. And all of a sudden, it's like the active camo in Halo, where a wash of chameleon-like power comes across him, giving him a further +10 to his hide check.
Ooh.
This lasts for 10 minutes per level. He wasn't lying. His career began as a rogue for the first level, but then it continued, for some reason, as a psionic lurk. So for 10 minutes per level, so
almost 2 hours.
He's just gonna be like this shadowy kind of like chameleon-like shape. It doesn't say it gets broken by any action at all, like invisibility. So, if you want to check that, but because it's just hide checks, it's just checks. So I guess I have to be actively hiding
Active
for
camo.
it to be working. Exactly. Yeah. So
Just double check. There's no. Yeah, there's no concentration on it. It just is on you for 110 minutes.
so he gets a plus 10 to his check, which
I would say, yeah, like active camo. So if you're in combat, it wouldn't activate, but then when you take that moment to settle down, then it just catches up.
yeah. Well, if I'm in a position where I can feasibly hide, it can. Yeah, that's fine. So that means that my hide check is now plus 28. That is a 46 as a shadow.
I don't need to roll because none of what I can roll can meet that. So I can't meet 46 on any of these characters here.
So thankfully,
Jack, are you still here?
he's able to lurk in plain sight. He sort of like as an unseen figure moves across, and he looks at these terrible creatures, these massive terrible creatures, and yeah, notes that there's a corridor that goes past them. There's a door, it seems, and then in a moment he's over.
Yeah.
Now, Mike, is this like a solid wall here, or is that continuing?
Yeah, solid wall. The map is completely contained.
Okay.
I'm just copying it as it was printed.
He thinks it's probably a good idea to maybe have a peek into those doors whilst he's here, because he can't really take counsel from Nimble right now. He's just gonna, whilst he's in this really almost invisible state, it's a good idea to maybe get our bearings. So he's gonna try and open that door as well, if that's okay.
Yep, that's fine. I'll keep the same hide check for the time being. Nimble, are you doing anything at this point as well?
I'm just waiting for the signal because I can't see him.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Well, that's it. I'm gonna see if it's worth getting you over here first of all, like, or if we want to look in here and then come back. So he opens the door very slowly with enough to hopefully peek through.
Yeah.
Okay, there's like a small.
I knew that reaction. I knew that would be the reaction.
Okay, mystery continues. Anything of note, DM?
You open there and you can see what looks like some abandoned supplies. Beyond that, no.
But that door, is that like the same door? Is it a similar door to the kind I've just opened? Does it look reinforced or?
Oh wait, further in or opposite you?
The door in the room that I've just opened, there is another door.
It looks identical similar to the one you've done. It doesn't look reinforced.
Oh God, I don't know. It's so risky. Fuck it. He's gonna go in and pressing himself against this wall here.
Mm-hmm.
He's then gonna do the same and open this door here.
You spy in the distance what looks like a makeshift toilet.
Okay, he's gonna
found the
a pissing tray.
He lurks his way down.
The smell of urine and feces is overwhelming.
Wow. Fine.
Do you want to go searching?
No, he's basically trying to understand if there's going to be other enemies nearby that might be summoned if
Yeah.
or will be nearby. So he'll retreat back to where he was. He's gonna. Oh God. I'm looking over at Nimble. Is Nimble looking like he's restless, like he wants to come with, or is he looking like he's content where he is?
I think ideally he'd come with, but
Yeah, he'll get like
he's in the
a.
middle of sort of open space at the moment, so it's probably not ideal in case there's patrols or whatnot.
He's gonna take like a small stone off the floor, and he's just gonna chuck it in an attempt to hopefully suggest to Nimble come over.
Okay. Nimble's gonna try and hide his way over.
Yep. I'm also going to have to do a listen check.
Do you just want to move silently rather than hide for this one? Or,
Well, I had your move silently, so if you want to give me another one, then by all means.
I mean, my last one was a bit shit, wasn't it?
It was 10, yes.
How about 14?
14. Okay, and do you want to give me a hide check as well?
Yeah, I'm slightly better at hiding, but not much. 21.
Well, let's see.
Oh,
Oh, they don't appear to hear you as you move past, which gives them no reason to turn around.
I think you see Nimble make his way part way, and then he glances to the left and just for a second freezes.
Yes,
And scuttles the rest of the way.
Yes, these large figures. Yeah, absolutely, very intimidating.
What the heck are they?
That's a good question. Do we know?
You can give me either a knowledge nature,
Don't have knowledge nature.
a knowledge local, or just an intelligence roll.
I can give you an intelligence
Your
roll.
intelligence.
I'm getting all my ones out the way now, hopefully. That's 8.
Yeah. 5.
Nimble, you don't know what these are. Dadak, you've never maybe seen them, but you've heard of lizard folk before. Bipedal humanoid lizards. You possibly haven't seen black-scaled lizard folk that are this big before.
Oh my god. They're
But yes.
huge.
Yeah, these large reptilian creatures with black, varying shades of black scales upon them.
Reckon we could take them out quick and quiet.
Don't know about that. Quickly, maybe. Don't know about quiet.
Do you want to check that door over there? Round there is just pissing yard.
I need a wee, actually. I'll do it later, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Fuck!
Nimble, you open the door. Can you give me a hide check, please?
Oh, fuck. No, I'm sorry, I moved. I shouldn't have moved. That wasn't... I was there. I was there.
18.
Let's see. What is their spot check? Oh, okay. You've got a chance. With a critical success, you open the door, and 3 figures inside immediately just go, "Oh," as
Cripes!
these these red-skinned goblinoid humanoid just all look at you, and all of them just turn, and they start to have this look as a smile, like, yes. As the 3 of them eye you up, I need you to roll initiative.
Oh my god.
Oh dear. This is going very badly wrong. 19.
The Lurk has this wonderful class feature that allows him to add his intelligence bonus to his initiative.
Nice.
and I roll a 6. so that is 17 initiative.
So we're going Nimble, DD.
No. I think I got high. Oh no, yeah, Nimble got 19. Bloody hell.
Right. Let's go with Nimble. You see these three. In fact, you can quite imagine what they are, but do you want to give me an intelligence check to see if you know specifically?
Sure. 13.
Yeah, these you can tell these are hobgoblins, and all three of them are looking at you. All of them eyeing up. As you can see, some of them have what looks like a mace to hand. Some you can see got javelins on their back. They all appear to be armored fairly well, actually. But as they're all turning to you, what do you do, Nimble?
Well, I guess we're doing this, are we? He says, and puts his hands up, and his hands fill with blades as he takes a step forward and fucking flings knives. Just like...
No. Oh no. Do I know what you are? Oh no.
Does it look like you're a master of throwing things?
It might look like he's a master at throwing things.
Oh my god. We're dead.
As he does a series of precise but rapid shots that are deadeye and palmed blades, as he also power throws these weapons. And he's going to take up to his base attack off the throw to hit. This is also, because it's a weak spot he's aiming for, they're weak spots, means this is a ranged touch attack.
Okay.
Let's take a little off that. Let's go with that instead. So basically I'm using all of my tricks and just flinging knife after knife after knife, 2 at a time, essentially. With each
How many
one.
knives are you throwing, and at who in total?
So it's 6 knives in 3 attacks at the one directly in front.
Excellent.
And I'm taking 8 off my attack bonus to add to my damage. So the first throw, 23 to hit.
Is a hit.
Touch. Second throw, because it's a rapid shot. This is second throw with 2 knives again. 20 to hit.
Is a hit.
And finally, the third throw, which is a possible critical.
Confirm it.
10 on his touch and flat-footed, because they haven't moved.
Is not a critical.
Okay, so it's just 6 hits, essentially.
6 hits? Wow.
Yeah, because each... he's literally... and the knives appear in his hands, like, out of nowhere as well.
Wow.
He's not taking them out of anywhere, they're just appearing out of his gloves.
Very nice.
So this is... 80 points of damage. The guy just gets peppered.
I retract what I said immediately.
How do you kill him? How do you kill him?
He's literally just like, there's just, like I said, Nimble walks in, he goes, guess we're doing this. Knives fill his hands, and he just flings them, like the guy is just filled with blades, and he just falls down.
63 plus 66.
because it's a power throw, and so I took 8 off the hit to add to my damage. So, each of sorry, that shouldn't have been 80. It should have been 73. No, 74.
Still dead.
I forgot it takes my strength bonus off by doing some of those tricks.
Still dead.
Good.
Incredible stuff.
And then as he falls, the knives vanish again from him.
Before he could even react. Excellent stuff there. And as that happens, Dadak, what do you do?
He just sees that Nimble has just thrown weapons, and
Open fire.
He can see that he is engaged in combat, so he can safely assume that there are enemies in that direction, even though he can't see them from his square.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to move. And as he does, he is going to manifest, as he's moving, a swift action using the discipline of psychoportation. He is going to spend a power point to give him the power burst. And he kicks off the wall, and he is suddenly a blur as his speed increases. So he is going to go 5, which he's moved. 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, I didn't see him there.
Oh. Sorry, I should have warned you what was in there.
Well, you had no... he did that because he thought, I'm going to need to increase my speed to get to that guy, but actually, no need. But that's a shame. I already declared it. So, What?
Sorry, I was...
Oh, actually... He can't take an attack opportunity because he still hasn't acted.
Yep.
So actually, I will continue with the plan. He just runs through. And he's going to go to there. And he is going to attack the hobgoblin. And because he hasn't moved, he is flat-footed and denied his dexterity, thus meaning I can do what I hope to do. We shall see. Mm-hmm. There's a flash as a rapier is drawn, and he strikes for a 27 to hit.
That is an easy armor class hit.
I'm not going to spend any points. I'm just going to see what the basic stuff, how he deals with my basic sneak attack. There's a flash, and a critical point is hit within the bugbear, dealing... sorry, that's just the sneak attack. So 10 points of sneak attack plus the d6 for the rapier, which I totally forgot about.
Plus any strength.
Plus the strength, yep.
Minimum damage.
Yeah, really bad damage.
Million damage.
Could have been much better, unfortunately, but never mind. He rushes through. His movement increased exponentially, and he takes a swipe at the hobgoblin, and that is his turn.
Excellent stuff. We'll start with this one here, he's seen you come in as a blur, Dadak, but that's not his focus. He barely saw you, as he's just seen his friend peppered and annihilated, and he steps to here, and as he does, he can see he's readying his shield, his heavy mace, and then he opens his mouth and unleashes a breath attack, as a cone of cold erupts into the vestibule.
Oh no.
Nimble, I need you to make a reflex save of 17 for half damage.
He just
Do you
bounces off the
have-
doorway. I have got something, I believe.
Evasion?
I think I've got evasion. I need to just double check because I failed to write it down. I think I get it with the Master Thrower, yeah. Yeah, I've got evasion. I'm going to add that to my sheet.
In that case, this cone of cold just erupts and fills the vestibule. And yeah, how do you completely negate all damage?
He just like ping pongs around the room, like shots of ice like thud around him, but he's never quite where the damage is hitting as the guy presumably he just sort of bounces around.
As he's just like this, trying to fill the area. Nimble, you completely live up to your name. That's all he can do. Unfortunately for him, this guy, he's just like his rapier is just connected with him. He looks down, he looks at his friend, he looks then at you, and then he looks at the door, and he steps towards the door, and he swings it open. We've got company, as other hobgoblins outside go. So now I'm going to roll that group's initiative.
Do you not get an attack of opportunity while he's like, if he's acting that's not an attack?
Let me
Trying
check.
to open a door.
I've got a list of standard action. Let me have a look.
I may be wrong, but it feels like
Open or close a door? No. No, you do not. Sorry, yes, I was rolling the other group's initiative for the next round. Which is... Oh. They go last anyway. So... Conveniently for them, but because they're joining the initiative, they join it next round. So they're not joining at the end of this round, they join at the end of next round. As hobgoblins, like, all turn in looking interested, like, okay. But this guy's moved, opened... and will provoke an attack of opportunity from you, Dadak.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna take it. 27.
Easy.
For just the normal rapier. 7 points of piercing damage.
Very nice. As he backs away from you, but you just get a nice nick on him. The other hobgoblins won't join until the next round, which we're now in. Nimble. What are you going to do?
Yeah, Nimble is going to look at the... Is it a standard action to open the door, or is it a free action?
It's an action, so it's a stat. In that case, because it's either a move... it's typically a move action, but because he moved, it was a standard action.
Okay. He's just going to look at the hobgoblin in front of him and say, you should have run away, mate. And the knives in his hands reappear as he just starts spinning them and flicking them at him one after another. So this is again on his touch armor class.
Yep.
17.
Is a hit. His touch is 13.
Great. So that's 30.
Possibly a
and that's
critical.
a possible critical. That's another thing. So that is
That
a critical.
is a confirmed crit.
And then 21.
Is
So that's
hit.
2 hits and a crit.
So, roll for me a D100.
51.
Multiplier +1.
Wow, go on.
Excellent. So it's already, due to the skill trick that he's got, ×3. So it's now ×4.
Oh.
So that is...
Ouch.
Effectively... and they're both criticals because he's throwing 2 blades at once. It's 1 roll to hit. I think, unless you think it should be only 1 critical.
Roll another confirmation.
Okay, that seems fair. It was on an 11, wasn't it?
Yeah. So just don't roll it. You're fine. Yeah. So yes.
Cool.
So we'll say that's exactly the same then. So yeah.
So that's 2 hits, which is 2d3, and then 2 criticals, which is 4 each. That's 8. So that's 10d3. So it's 10 times the damage. I think he's probably dead. 122 points of damage.
Oh, what did we say about rust and 7 acres of arrows?
What the hell? Oh my word.
Dadak, behind you there is another flash of silver. How do you kill him?
So this time he's just going for the face, and it's just knife after knife after knife to the face. Eyes, mouth, nose, forehead, chin.
Oh, like getting hit in the face with a porcupine. He's just...
And then the knives vanish, and his tattered remains of a face flop down onto the floor.
Let this be a lesson for the
5-foot step.
power of a small D3.
Yep.
Wow.
It's all just about maximising how many times you're throwing the knives and getting as high a chance of a critical as possible.
Yep. Incredible. With another one down, Dadak, you've just seen many more appear.
Oof. This one is still... But which was the one... This one there died, doesn't he? This one in the corner is still live and kicking. So, yeah, I think Dadak is going to hurtle him across the room. And he's going to expend some power points once again to use one of his augments. Now, I'm actually unsure as to what I'm spending with that, to be honest with you. Using a swift action when empowering an Oh, I see. So I can just use the augment and then empower it with further power points.
Yes.
That's cool. So he rushes forward and he faints as he does, and as in deceptively, he doesn't just pass out. It looks like he's going one way, but then all of a sudden that camo, I guess, is helping him, and he somehow drives the other direction. And he is going to make a strike against the creature with a deceptive attack, which means the target of the lurk's next attack is denied his dexterity bonus for AC. So I guess that means I had to hit him first for that to take place. Is that right?
Well, wait, no, read that one more time.
The target of the lurk's next attack is denied his dexterity bonus to AC for that attack. So me declaring Deceptive Strike, does that mean I'm doing that straight away, or do I have to hit him to trigger it? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
And good luck finding it, because I spent all of that turn trying to find it. It's a lurk augment. And for those of you, dear viewers, interested in learning to use the lurk, I say good luck to you. Because how to use them is scattered across the books. It doesn't appear to be in one coherent place that I found.
Oh, I see. Okay, yep. It's in the class, not in a separate thing.
Yes.
Okay. Augment her melee attack by selecting an ability from other blah 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 blah. Yeah. When empowering an augment with power points, yeah.
So I'm using a lurk augment is a swift action, so that's what
Yeah.
I'm doing.
You can use them a number
So
of...
I'm doing the swift action to trigger it to bam, hit him with it. So it should deny him his dex, right? Straight away. If I hit, or do I have to hit him?
No, you're sneak attacking.
Well, there we go then. So that is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to expend... I've got to declare it before I attack. I'm going to expend 4 power points whilst I'm doing this.
Oh, for
the sneak attack.
Got it. Yes.
So first I need to hit him, but he is denied his dexterity for the purposes of his armor class as I go to strike him.
16.
Okay, good to know. 30.
On the die. Isn't that possibly a critic? I don't know if you've got...
rapier. No, it's not keen. No, it's just a normal rapier. No, a masterwork rapier, apologies. So 18. Yeah, so 18. So that is a hit, and as I said, I'm getting... That is... Okay, so roll... 18 points of damage.
Oh. Yeah, what's it like as you feign in delivering another sneak attack?
That's just it. He ducks one way and then he comes into the next, and the bugbear will take like a sweeping strike at him, but he's already at his flank and buries the rapier into his midriff.
Nice.
That's his turn.
Excellent. These guys can. They're there. So we'll start with the one that's left of this group. He sees you're there, and he is just going to smack you. Hopefully.
Smack you one.
He takes his heavy mace. Your armor class is?
The lurk, his armor class is 20.
For 12, as he rolls a 2, as he misses, and then he's going to step around you to here. It seems like these hobgoblins are quite disciplined. They're not just typical run-of-the-mill hobgoblins. They seem to have quite a bit of expertise. Then we come to the last group. One rushes in here and immediately clears the door as he steps in, again trying to hit you with that mace. For an armor class of 20, possibly fumbles. It's a fumble. As would you like to roll a D100 for me, please, Dadak?
I will, yeah, definitely.
How he fumbles against you.
49.
Oh, he needs to make a strength check. DC 20. He drops his weapon as he just goes, ha! And his weapon just completely misses you. He goes so over the top with his attack that he bounces off the floor, and it bounces out of his hands as he's now scrambling on the floor to try and pick it up. We'll do that. This one, 10, 15, 20, is going to just run into there. He's going to, again, try to hit you. 26, as this one gets a hit on you. And... for 8 points of damage, as this mace just collides with your side and your shoulder. And then another one, 5, 10, 15, 20... Oh, I'm so sorry. 5, so he gets 10, 15. He will provoke an attack of opportunity from you.
From me?
Yeah.
Why?
He moved to here, and then moved out of your threat range.
Oh, yeah.
However, with mobility, his armor class has gone up.
Did I not take an attack of opportunity this round?
Oh, you did. My apologies. No, you didn't. That was the previous round.
Oh yeah, okay. 24.
Yes, as even with his mobility, with his armor class being 23, he is able to not. Oh, there we go. Not evade your attack of opportunity, but he keeps on going. 20, 25, 30 as he charges towards the figure in the doorway, hoping to deliver a sweeping blow with that mace of his. What's your armor class, Nimble?
21.
Oh!
No! Fucking hell!
Fortunately for you, a mace doesn't critical on a 19.
He's a rice.
As he delivers 7 points of damage.
Ow.
Oh, indeed. And as they've all jumped in, Nimble.
Yeah, that's annoying. You've got yourself surrounded there, which isn't ideal.
It's alright, I'll work something out.
Okay. Nimble will take a step back then to get some distance on this one. And basically chuck a load of daggers at him.
Yeah, chuck a load of daggers at you. Alright.
15 on his touch.
Yeah, his touch is 13.
26 on his touch.
Mm-hmm.
And possibly a critical miss.
Just a miss.
Just a miss. So just 4 hits essentially. 48 points of damage.
Oh!
Just catches it in time before it slits off his his hand.
Luckily for you, the other daggers find their mark as you leave this hobgoblin bleeding out on the floor. Not killing him outright, but more than likely he's going to die. As you can see, a lot of blood starts leaving his body as all the daggers vanish from where they were, their wounds now opening up as he's just bleeding out on the floor. So unless you want to intervene, he's basically dead. Excellent stuff.
Intervene.
Daydak.
Yes, Daydak is oh god, that's so expensive. I'm just looking at how many power points it is to do things. This is the first fight. I'm trying to save them.
Oh yeah.
Oh my word. Oh god. Okay. He's not going to use that. He's going to I think he's going to stand his ground. Rather than try and escape, he's going to hold his position. Because he's not going to move, he can use both of his attacks. So he's going to do that. And because he still has Deceptive Strike on, he can just have that on. So he's just going to keep wailing on this bugbear in front of him. And if he drops him with his first attack, he might hopefully be able to transfer the second attack to a different target. We will see. Mm-hmm. So, against his armor class, denied its dexterity.
16.
Possibly a fumble.
Possibly a fumble, please confirm.
Because I could literally roll only 2 numbers to do that, so of course I did that. So, just a miss.
Just a miss for the first.
$22 for the second
is a
attack.
hit.
Amazing. And once again...
Plus 14.
Oh, I'm so sorry. No, it wouldn't be plus 14, would it? It's plus 10 for his second one. I'm so sorry. Let me reroll.
Plus 9?
No.
It's difference of 5 between each.
Oh yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Yeah, that's my bad. Wrote that down wrong. So 1d20 plus 9.
I mean, if you take
16.
Do you want to take the first roll? Because I was about to say, if you just take the first roll and subtract 5.
Your choice.
Ignore the second roll, because I was going to say, if you subtract 5 from the roll you just did, it's a hit. If you take it from this one,
that
it's a
was
miss.
my roll. That's fine. I'm okay with that.
You hit him with the second one.
Okay, great. So that is going to be 46 plus 1. 16 points of piercing damage.
How do you defeat
Oh my god.
this hobgoblin?
He just throws himself at the hobgoblin and just buries the rapier held deep into the creature's chest and tears it out of him as he turns to face the other two back against the wall.
Nice. We only have 2 left. Whoa. One of them, this one here, gets quite close to you, Dadak, and just mutters into your ear in Draconic, "Feel the sting of the Dragon Queen," and then point blank opens his mouth for a breath attack. Can you make a reflex save, please? DC 17.
He will throw himself out of the way, hopefully, as he has rolled a 2 on the die, meaning that's 15.
You take a code. Sorry.
He has evasion, so he will still take half of this.
That's improved evasion.
Shit.
Evasion means on a success, no damage.
No damage, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Improved evasion is minimum half.
Okay, then hit me up, baby. Let's go.
You take
2 on the die.
It's very unlucky.
It is a little.
you should be okay. As this cone of cold, point blank, does 9 points of cold damage. As you just feel shards of ice just like just battering into you, point blank. The one next to you then just seeing behind him, basically, there's a pile of his buddies who have just been absolutely nuked. He, feeling quite brave, will provoke an attack of opportunity from Dadak.
Oh, he's taking it, absolutely. $18.
And that's just a regular attack.
Just a regular attack.
Oh, he's got mobility, so unfortunately he's able to dodge just underneath that, not a problem. As this guy just comes around, and he's almost surprised when he comes around to see that this machine gun thrower is a halfling. It's like... But only for a moment, as he brings his mace up and just attempts to do a massive overhead smash. I'm a class of 21.
Indeed.
Or just a hit. As he just clocks you for minimum damage, 4 points of damage.
Cool.
Nimble, you've just had this nasty hobgoblin charge you. He just charged over his brethren as he's just...
That hurt, that did. Basically, his style of fighting is to get close and then do a fighting retreat as they charge him, because he's got to chuck his knives. So we'll continue taking 8 off, as I have been doing this whole time. Big breath.
I was going to say this guy, seeing what you've done, is now targeting you for his dodge feat.
Fair enough. 13 on his touch.
That's a miss.
So I rolled a 13. 24 on his touch.
Is a hit.
And possibly a critical fumble.
Oh.
25.
Is just a miss.
So just 2 hits, essentially. As Nimble starts to panic, as the numbers start to get on top of him, but 2 Maximilian damages.
2 Maximilian damages. There we go.
As he sort of stumbles back, just chucking blades underhand, because he's trying to wheel himself out of the way.
A few lodge in the door and then just disappear again. Some bounce off the floor. But you can see he's got one that lands in his leg, one that lands in his gut, and he's just, as he goes to pull them out, they already disappear. He's like, ah. Dadak.
Yeah, I'm looking at this and I'm now not convinced that I do get to use that. I think I've used it and then I've used it, I think. That augment. The power of a lurk augment lasts for 1 round or until the lurk's next attack. So
the previous round it did work on your attack because that attack hit on the miss.
Okay, yeah. Wow. Okay,
but just making it because you've only got your intelligence mod plus your level, so 18 uses of an augment per day.
Yeah, it's not much.
Yeah.
How is this bugbear next to me? How does he look?
He looks in fighting form.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to spend it to use it. So he's gonna do that. He's gonna. It looks like he's gonna just go like an overhead stab, but then he drops the rapier and catches it behind his back, and then swings it around as a deceptive strike once again. And he's going to spend some serious power points here.
Okay.
2, 4, 6. So that's going to give me an extra 3d6 on top of my usual 3d6. 4d6 including the rapier. So I've got to see if I can hit him first. Because who knows? So what is his armor class without his dex?
16.
31 is the first attack.
So close.
And the second... 9. Possibly a critical.
Confirm it.
Just a hit.
Just a hit. But that's 2 hits.
2 hits. So that is 7d6 times 2. I know you don't multiply sneak attack, do you? So you just multiply the rapier. So the rapier is 1d6 plus 1. So that's 2d6 plus 2 plus 7d6. So 9d6 plus 2.
Yeah.
Maths. $31 points of damage.
Oh, very nice. You cripple him massively. He's still got a bit of life left in him, but you drop him to almost to his knees as this blow staggers him. He loses his breath with that attack.
In the abdomen.
In the abdomen.
That's his turn.
Lovely stuff. And yes, I thought he had something else there. He does not. He's going to retaliate. Firstly, Dadak, the one by you, is going to attempt to clock you.
20
is a hit, dealing 5 points of damage as this mace clocks across your face.
5, okay.
And this one here 5. Oh, he's going to provoke an attack of opportunity from you in a second. Nimble, if you want to take it.
I mean, I will, but unfortunately it won't be very good. Because it won't be able to be a ranged attack, will it?
Mm-hmm. Let's hope you crit.
Fingers crossed. Haha.
Oh, confirm it!
Oh no.
23.
Just hang on. 19, 20. That is actually a fumble with his mobility feat. His armor class is 23, which means it doesn't exceed it.
What?
That is a fumble.
That's bullshit, Michael.
They have mobility.
51 on the D100.
I won't make you roll it because of the way your mechanics work. Your weapon flings out of your hand far away.
That's what he wanted to happen.
No, I think like he drops his weapon and flings it away. But your dagger's and just scatters away. So 5, 10, 15, 20. As he gets to here, he goes, "Oi, you lot! What are we paying for you for? We got intruders." As
Shit.
Okay. Wait. Okay.
as I need to do another initiative roll.
It's going badly.
$13. Ooh. There on the new round. Okay. That's all he does. Jump to the top of the round. Nimble.
Oh my god.
I might. I'm gonna take a shot at him. Yeah. With the rapid shot, and then I might decide whether or not I then use my movement or use the movement for a further attack, if that makes sense, if that's okay.
Yeah, single attack and then follow up or not. Yeah.
But it's rapid shot, so it's 2 attacks in its palm throw, so it's 4 attacks, but sure. 16 on his touch.
Yep.
And 19.
Uh-huh.
Confirm it, 15 on his touch.
Yep. That is a crit.
Fantastic. So we'll redeem ourselves, hopefully, for the missing him on the way past. 62.
Or on the threshold of critical multiplier +1.
Cool. So that's... Do you want me to do the same as last time where we confirm?
Yeah, confirm it again.
22.
Yeah. Lovely.
Cool. So that's 2 criticals, which is 4 each. So that's 8. And then the first attack is essentially 2 hits, so that's 10. I think he's probably dead.
Yeah, I just want to figure out what he's actually become.
The one before should have been even more, actually, because I also hit again. I obviously didn't quite add the total amount. 116.
Give me a moment. I'm just...
Those 1s and 2s, they add up when you also add 100.
when you add 100 to it. At -94.
I think the daggers just go straight through him. Like, he aims for the weak points, which is
They're
why he's able
bullets.
to get more.
It
Yeah,
just
it
shoots
basically
him.
like goes straight through his neck and like through the weak points of his armor and just carry on.
You're just throwing bullets at the man. Just
Well, yeah, because he's so small as well. They are really small daggers.
he's dropped instantly.
And then Nimble is going to take a 5-foot step here. I'm not in range of that, so I don't think I can help there. But what I can do is close this door.
Okay. You do that, Dadak.
Oh god, how bad is this guy in front of me looking?
He looks winded. He looks staggered.
I can't
Would you
take
say
chances.
bloodied?
I can't take chances. I'm just gonna do another deceptive strike. I can't believe this.
You've been very unlucky with your rolls.
I have, but still, like, okay, right. Deceptive strike number 1. 31, one
so
shy
close to a
of,
crit.
yeah, so that is hopefully a hit, and then the second one, 18 without his dex.
It is a hit.
Okay, so that is 86 plus 1. Bring me fortune. 24 points of piercing damage.
Let me just check something. At a very respectable -7, how do you defeat the hobgoblin there?
Yeah, you say he dropped to his knees last turn, so it is basically a case of he drops to his knees and Dadak just closes through his defences and just draws the rapier just straight through his throat. And then, for good measure, because he attacked him twice, then like stabs him in the back as he collapses to the ground. And then he will use his movement to go here. I can't hide, can I? I've still got my chameleon-y stuff on, so I can't. No, because I've done a full attack. I know I can't even move. I shouldn't even move. Apologies. I've done a full attack.
Only a
I'm
5-foot step.
Yeah. I'll do a 5-foot step then to there. That's my turn.
And with the door closed at this point,
That's just how could they know where we are?
you don't fully know what's happening.
What?
Do you want to give me a listen check, Nimble?
Yep. $22.
22. You can hear there's quite a bit of movement outside. It doesn't sound rushed, though.
Okay. Can I move to the doorway?
Yeah, go for it.
Just stand here in this corpse and
Whilst-
just be ready to unleash hell if the door opens.
And
No, I got this one.
at that moment,
Actually,
you hear
there.
knives at the ready.
I'm going to hide.
Hide. Go on then.
So with my plus 10 still active.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God. $45.
Peas and rice. As you are primed and hiding, you hear a knock on the door. And that is where we're going to take a quick break.
Oh my god.
So, as mentioned already, if you haven't already, please give a like and subscribe. And if you would have done anything differently, put it in the comments. If you have run the this module before, both as a player or DM, do you remember this encounter? Did things go differently for you? Again, let us know as well. And I guess we'll be back after these short messages, whatever those are.
I did a thumbs up.
I'm sorry.
I
I thought you go, I'm sorry. So I then went and stopped it and started it again. So I missed your
It's
thumbs
too
up.
late now. We're back.
It is. That's absolutely we're back. And straight in.
Can I... Should we hide or should we kill them?
You probably look over at Daydak, who's still got that camo on, but you see like an ice shard sticking out of the camo from the cone of cold that he pulls out of himself and throws on the ground, and then says, "Let's hide."
Okay. I'll pop around the corner and I'll hide as well with my enormous hide bonus.
Yeah.
Oh, I already did do a hide check, didn't I? That was what my...
Yeah, that's what that insane number is there.
16.
Cool. The door opens somewhat, and you just see a large black-scaled hand just appear, and just this open palm, and you hear a voice go, "I just want to talk."
Daydak's gonna live up to his namesake.
Just look. As you're lurking and hiding, the door swings open, and
I'm just moving so I can see for the point of view
of course, yeah. And there's a different looking black-scaled lizard folk here. This one seems to have much more impressive looking equipment on their person. You can see in their offhand they're already holding what looks like a javelin that's crackling with electricity. You can see on their back is this really vicious looking great axe with more of these crackling javelins just busying away on his back, and this really nice looking shirt. As he opens the door, a nice looking chain shirt. He sees you there, but because of his size, he squats down so he can actually properly peer through the door. So you're the ones that took care of the Talons. This comes to you in Draconic. This actually comes to you in Common, not Draconic. I bear no love for them. They hired me and my black scales. Why are you here?
What do you think?
Dak is going to just keep hiding, so if you want to talk, you can talk, but he's just going to keep hiding.
Just stumbled in. Didn't mean no harm.
This hidden sanctuary, stumbled in. What brings you here? Talon Slayers.
We were tricked into coming here by someone outside. We didn't mean to.
Right. Let me jump to the point. Are you with or against these talons of Tiamat?
I think it's pretty clear we're not with them. You seen the state of them?
And this sanctuary?
Don't necessarily have anything against the sanctuary itself, to be honest.
He looks behind him. How many are there of you?
That'd be telling, wouldn't it?
Come in and find out.
If you can fit.
Come in.
He could fit. It would be extra. It would be
squeeze.
difficult terrain to pass through the door for him.
How many of you are there?
There's 9.
Fucking hell.
Fucking hell.
And I have them all, half with me, the other half, the other side.
Can't see anyone on the other side.
Of the sanctuary.
Oh, right. Thought you meant the other side of us.
I have no patience or like for these talons. They hired us, so gold binds us. But seeing as most of their company lies slain, it would be unfortunate to say their leader, Korak Fourclaw, lies a few doors down, past the fountain.
A few doors down past the fountain. But it'd be a terrible shame if something were to happen to him, because then you wouldn't be able to report that you hadn't held up your end of the bargain, as it were.
Yes, it would be.
Maybe if you and your compatriots went out front and guarded the front, how would you know what went on inside anyway?
Gold binds us. But these talons... He looks behind him and just says, I trust we have an understanding.
Yeah, you don't interfere with us, we won't interfere with you. We'll deal with your talon problem. Be on our way.
He gives just a gesture, as you can imagine, to the the rest of his crew, which just for the sake of just for the sake of things, Rob, I'm going to just for the viewing put you here for a second, just so you could see what he's currently just diffused from the two of you. If you move the camera across, you might just see there's a few others as well.
I see.
Anyway, if you want to head back in, and
well, Dadak isn't. Dadak was ready to fight. To be honest, like if they don't seem very trustworthy at all. And he knows about people being untrustworthy. He's from the streets. So,
you can do a sense motive if you.
I think he will, actually. I think he will. It's not very good.
Yeah, I don't get to do sense motive very often.
17.
That's pretty good.
Like I get that. Yeah, sure. They have got
17?
entered into a contract, so they won't attack them. But they are also like openly betraying them. Like, where's the difference, really?
Yeah. Yeah, there is a lot of displeasure, especially this the guy, the black scale talking with you. There is no sympathy or interest or even love or anything towards these Talons. It's they're whatever reason they've been hired, it is hired begrudgingly for this bunch of mercenaries. They do seem generally to be quite honest with what they're saying at the moment to the two of you, though.
If anybody asks, we didn't see you, you didn't see us. How about that?
The master of this sanctuary, a kobold. He does good work. Why ever you are here, listen to him. Give him time.
What sort of good work?
He raises the dragons here. They say any dragon he raises, I don't think I've ever seen a good red dragon. But the ones they raise here most certainly aren't evil. He does good work, does Meepo.
Meepo? Old character coming through. You want to kill Meepo?
No! No!
Aye, we'll hear him out. How about that? If we go across
It's for the best. Shall I keep this door closed for you?
Sure.
We never met. And as the door closes, you can hear, not loud footsteps by any means, but you can just hear a scuttle of heavy feet making their way away from the door.
You handled yourself well there, Nimble.
fancy fighting a load of big lizards. Don't know about you. These hobgoblins are bad enough.
I can't help but feel you've been a little evasive in your abilities, sir.
Well, I do have the evasion feat.
I doubt they'd stand much of a chance against you. They'd all die really horribly.
Don't know, sounded like there were quite a few of them. They're pretty big and pretty small.
Well, they're quite handy to have in a fight, I tell you that.
So you
Well,
probably
you're
be
gonna
dead on the stairs before I even got here without you, so...
You're doing most of the fighting now, okay? I'll stand behind you and I'll point you. Let's go this way.
Is there anything else you want to do?
I suppose we should search the bodies, eh?
Yeah, let's search the bodies.
Yeah, you can just take 10 on that. You notice, especially Dadak, with your understanding, there's a lot of branding in Draconic that's you can see some that just says like Tiamat, praise the goddess, and you kind of get these are all the talons of Tiamat, or at least some of them. But you find actually they're fairly well equipped. All 6 of them had a masterwork heavy mace. All of them were carrying at least 2 javelins each. Between all of them, they have 6 potions of heroism. They were cocky. They were very cocky. They were like, "Oh, we don't need these against a halfling and a single lurk." Fools they are.
I'll take 3. You have 3. The name number.
Okay.
They've also all been equipped with a +1 chain shirt. And if you're not wearing anything, an amulet of natural armor +1 times 6.
Natural armor?
Yep. So unless you've got something around your neck, you could
amulet of natural armor
+1.
Oh, 1.
They've each got 1.
Gotcha. And a chain shirt, a +1 chain shirt. That's better than my normal chain shirt. I'll have a chain shirt.
Okay, yeah, you can have a +1
That's a chain
shirt.
shirt.
Well, I just have a normal chain shirt. If it's a chain shirt +1, that's a boost to my armor class, absolutely.
Yeah.
He immediately throws off his shirt, which is, I imagine, smashed apart by like the ice that he got hit in full in the face. So he'll do that, and then he'll throw that aside and take up this new armor, giving him a bonus.
The amulet of natural armor, is that's in a different it's natural AC, isn't it? It's not.
Yeah, so natural armor class is natural armor is its own separate thing, correct?
Yeah.
Sweet. I'll take one of those.
Yeah.
Are you not wearing an amulet or anything?
Nope, no amulets.
Let's take them all so we can sell them, because they'll be a pretty penny. I will hold on to 1 in case I decide to swap out the amulet I'm already wearing.
Cool.
How many others were there? Amulet of nat armor.
There were 6 in total.
Okay, so times. We'll have 3 each again, eh? Wow.
Pretty sweet.
I hope it's a bit more peaceful down this route.
sure we've seen pretty much everything we're going to that's dangerous, I'm sure of it. Right?
Aye. Says the lurk as he looks out of the door and sees a sinister blue hue.
Yes.
Sinister blue hue?
Aye. Oh,
You
sorry.
shut me in, you bastard.
I am the bastard elf.
Oh, yeah? That is sinister and blue. Should we take a closer look?
Aye.
Looks like it might be icy.
Yeah, cold air blows into this room through tiny holes in the ceiling, creating an icebox. But what you do notice is 4 dragon eggs rest atop a bed of ice in the northeast corner.
4 of them.
Yep. 2 appear to be silver and 2 appear to be white.
What say we leave them be? And we know that we can recover them when we find some way through the ice.
Sounds good to me. Do we want to check down where the lizard men were hiding before? They seem to have gone now.
Aye.
I think they went out the front.
Let's go.
You
I'm
just you're slower, aren't you?
Me, I am. Yeah, I'd be 10 feet behind him every round, unless he waited for me.
Fair enough.
Daydak's gonna crouch, allowing his concealment to just form over him. And says, "Do you want to hide? So I'll, so I can open the door."
Yeah, I'm ready.
So with that concealment effect still in place, Michael, he is going to try the door.
You try the door. Inside, you see what looks like a quickly abandoned barracks. But this looked like people were using it as a temporary dorm, basically. It looks like there were large bedrolls that were down due to the marks in the floor. But it's almost as if the bedrolls that were on the map I couldn't remove when I removed the black scales, so they shouldn't be there.
What's this? Another privy?
This area is covered with wet mud and puddles of dank, stale water. Although unpleasant to you guys, you can imagine it would provide a rare bit of comfort for the lizard folk that would have stayed in this particular room. Maybe this is where the leader would have stayed.
I'll take a quick bit of comfort too. He's gonna open his pack, realizing that he's still bleeding quite profusely, and he's gonna take a cure moderate wounds potion.
Cool. 2d8 plus 10.
2d8 plus 10. Okay, he's also going to take a cure light wounds potion as well. There we go. Alright, that's better.
Nice.
Suddenly he looks absolutely fine after drinking those 2.
Lovely.
I've realised, Nimble, that I need to ensure that when I do expel my power, I do so heavy and rather than spacing it out. When I use it, make it count.
Right, gotcha.
You don't know what my
Does that
powers
mean-
are, but I'm explaining it
What
to
does
you.
that mean?
It just means, Nimble, that when I go Nova, you'll know about it.
Nova.
Aye.
That sounds scary.
Aye, it's when I
You
let
went slightly northern as
I
well.
went a little bit northern, yeah. Who are? Do I need to hide if you do that? Do I need to get away?
Nah, you'll be right. That was
Okay.
gross. Let's leave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's not go back in there.
I would like to point out, due to our love of empty rooms, they weren't empty for quite a bit of time.
Yeah.
That is a dead end. That's just the way the map was. The map is a self-contained area.
Oh, okay. Oh. Aha! Just in case anyone had entered behind us.
You see, no one has entered behind you.
Daytax is going to keep moving, and hopefully Nimble will. He's going to come to a stop there, and he's just going to peer around to see if he can hear or see anything.
From what you can see there, it looks like you can see into an old study library and the corridor that wraps around. In terms of what you can hear, on the surface you can't hear anything, but you can always give me a listen check.
I think I will give you a listen check.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like you want us to give you a listen check.
Oh, yeah.
Who are we to leave you wanting?
19.
8.
Haha.
You don't hear anything.
Ah.
What have we missed, I wonder?
Yeah, so you can see there, it looks like spider webs and dusty furnishings and scattered papers lie amid the dust and ruin of that room. The northern alcove contains some tables and chairs, and the southern area holds 3 rows of wooden shelves that have warped and rotted with age. And all the time you are there, soft whispering voices are just there. And they don't seem to say anything. It's just as if the wind itself has a wee voice that's just following you around in there.
What's it saying?
Speak up!
Speak up, can't hear!
It's it doesn't seem to have any legible words. It's just as if the wind itself is just ushering to you.
Yeah.
Well, that's a bit concerning.
Gonna have a look down here. I'm dead at the bastard elf. Who's whispering round? Who's whispering round these corners? Show yourself.
Apart from spider webs,
Nothing.
no.
Well, I've had
Well,
quite
on
enough.
the surface,
Nope, I'm leaving.
no search, just leaving.
Nope.
We should
Nimble.
search, right?
Alright, fine, let's search. $23.
19.
On a search DC of 25, neither of you find anything of merit, I'm afraid.
Bleeding heck.
In fact, a lot of the things you pick up just seem to disintegrate with how old they are. like a piece of paper you touch just crumbles in your fingers.
Come on, Nimble, let's look around here.
I see nothing in there.
There's a door here.
Oh yeah. And a blue thing.
It looks like there's a drinking barrel that's just been left to one side, formerly consumed by lizards.
Daydat will let the concealment just settle upon him once again, and he'll try the door.
The door swings open to reveal what looks like another room where others might have been staying, and what looks like a small locked cubicle that's just been swung open.
A cubicle, eh? Oh, sorry,
Just a
Nimble.
little room. Sorry?
Oh, I'm gonna do a search. $17.
Yeah, unfortunately,
23.
yeah, even more unfortunately, you find an unlocked small chest in here and empty bags. You imagine, because I'm reading it from here, that this might have been where Salvag, the leader of the Black Scales, stored the pay for his mercenaries, along with a few other valuables. But with him leaving, he took it with him.
Salvag. I'm taking his name.
Sslarvag. Slavag. Slavag.
Come on then, Nimble, let's go.
You leave with your life, but maybe not so much gold.
I wish we killed them lizard folk. No idea where they're going to be lurking now. That's what I'd do.
So many of them, though. They were so big.
You could kill them all.
Giant folk.
You kill them all, Nimble.
I don't think so. You see the size of their scales? The size of my hand.
Aye. And your knife would go right through them.
Yeah, you can see around that corner. There looks to be another statue in the corner of the room, but
Is it worth taking a closer look at the statue, or is that not going to reveal anything to us, Michael?
you can give me. It'll be a knowledge history or knowledge architecture.
Can I search the
Either
statue?
of those.
You can search the statue.
I'm going to search the statue. Please roll high. 22.
There is nothing. Nimble, what was the 13 for?
Knowledge.
Which one?
What was the choice?
History or architecture?
History.
13. Let me just. These are of a Dragonborn style, although aged quite a lot. You can make out the distinct presence of the figure being as a humanoid draconic figure. On a close inspection of the statue, you can see they almost seem to be branding symbols of both Bahamut and Tiamat.
Both.
Eh?
Don't know much about dragons, but don't think they usually go together, do they?
No, they don't.
That lizard folk, he was saying all about how Tiamat was in charge of these talons, but that there was a good red dragon. He said something about that. Perhaps there's some balance.
A not evil red dragon.
Aye, perhaps there's some balance to be found.
Maybe. Let's have a look up here.
Aye.
As you approach there, Nimble, I'm going to pause you.
Aye.
As you approach the old scarcity. Sorry, sacristy? Sacristy. We'll go with that. A burbling fountain with a dragon-headed spout sits against the north. Pretty much. The floor here is clean of mud and dirt, as if it has been meticulously swept and polished. From the east comes a muttering sound and the smell of burning incense. Daydark, you hear this muttering sound as draconic. Specifically, you hear this. Mother of dragons, strengthen my arm. Mother of dragons, sharpen my claws. Mother of dragons, lend me your breath. And it repeats. Mother of dragons, strengthen my arm. Mother of dragons, sharpen my claws. Mother of dragons, lend me your breath.
Yeah, I think someone's praying to Dragon God there.
I think you might be right.
But which one?
I know what you're saying.
Mother would imply Tiamat, because Bahamut is a man dragon, I believe. Not Bahamut, Baphomet. No, Bahamut. I always mix
You were
those two
right,
up.
yes.
Yeah, I was right the first time.
Right.
I remember I kept doing that in one of your campaigns, mate.
Yes, Baphomet.
Because it's Baphomet.
the Lord of
It's like, no,
Demons.
it's Bahamut.
The demon prince of beasts.
Yeah, I kept getting it wrong and alarming
Bahamut,
people.
The platinum dragon.
Yeah.
A little different, perhaps.
Do you want to stay and I'll sneak ahead, or do you want to do that?
No, you can sneak ahead if you like. See what's
Move
up
silently.
round the corner. Isn't this near where that guy said there was going to be a boss goblin?
Oh, okay. Well, let's plan.
Tread carefully.
I'll go here and have a look. Move silently. Okay. 31.
I'm not even going to... I can't beat that on a roll, so he won't be able to hear you there.
Oh. Daydak's looking around the corner.
Yeah, you see a slightly more... a similar talon of Tiamat, but this one looks just a bit more resplendent. And you can see, yes, they are standing there amidst this circle of incense, just repeating to themselves this mantra. He hasn't heard you.
Daydak's gonna look back at Nimble, and he's just gonna do a sign, as in like he's trying, because like he's worried that if Nimble approaches, it might alert him. So he's going to go ahead and try and get him, basically.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Listening to those words, would Daydak know what? Could I do an Arcana check? I don't have much in it, but like, because he's like praying to Tiamat. Tiamat is like a dragon, and dragons are linked to the arcane, aren't they? So could I do a check with Arcane? With that, could I argue that?
What are you checking for?
I want to know if he's like, if this is some kind of like oath, like a paladin oath, or like a cleric's prayer or something, like to sort of determine what he is.
Yeah, okay.
20 on Arcana.
20 on Arcana, and...
It's okay if not, but just curious.
Give me another Arcana check, because I'm going to split 2 results here.
Please roll lower.
Please roll.
The same.
The same.
Excellent.
Aha.
No, that's good, because it was going to give you 2 bits of information. So the first one, you can see he's covered in branding. That's a lot of branding to Tiamat, but
Nike, Adidas.
New Balance, whatever.
Tricked out.
Yes, he's got plenty of sponsorship on him, and what he's saying feels very reminiscent in that style of a prayer. This would be something similar to what a cleric would be potentially doing to honour their deities. The second role was actually to see if you understood more of the talons of Tiamat, and seeing as dragons arcana. You've heard rumours that high-ranking talons of Tiamat are known as talon priests, and perhaps this is what he may be.
Unhand me, priest.
Okay.
Fuck him up.
Seeing as I've done the move silently and he didn't hear me, right?
Go Nova.
Yeah.
Go Nova.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I'm going to spend 16 points.
You can't exceed your level.
Oh shit, I can't exceed my level, so I'm 10. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 5. Okay. So 5 points then I spend. No, sorry. 2, 4, 6, 10 points I spend for an extra 5d6 onto my sneak attack damage. Okay.
Can I give you one extra suggestion? Take a round so you get a full attack.
Oh, creep up.
Oh, I didn't know we were in initiative. I was going to do that anyway. I was going to absolutely just smash him.
Fuck you.
I didn't know if you were going to move and attack. No, move.
No, I didn't think we were in initiative. I thought I was just going to creep up to him, take my sweet fucking time, and just annihilate him.
Yeah, because that way you get that benefit on all of your sneak attacks.
Yeah, the second round won't be empowered in such a way, though.
The
There
second
won't be a
round.
second round.
So, not second round. Second attack won't have the extra on top of it, I don't think, because it says...
Does it not?
Additional sneak attack. The Lurk's next attack deals an extra 1d6 points of damage from a sneak attack. So I open with this one, because I'm spending it to get extra rather than spending it to make them flat-footed and just hit them with my normal sneak attacks. Okay, so that's 5 on top of my normal 3. So if I hit, this is going to be 8d6.
Yeah.
No, 9d6 because of my sword. I keep forgetting that. Okay. Please, for the love of Christ, hit him with a sneak. 29 to hit.
Of course it's a hit. It's an easy hit.
I don't know, like he said he looked like a power lord. I was like, I'm gonna die. So that was I'll roll the second attack as well first.
His flat-footed is 19.
Okay.
He's got heavy armor.
He doesn't seem to appear to be wearing heavy armor, but he might have a lot of extra bits.
He might just be a very high level. Okay, well, that was that then. So that is 9d6 plus 1.
Just stab him in the back.
Everyone counts.
Very fortune.
A very respectable 30 points of damage.
That is not respectable. That's shite.
Okay, there's a lot of 2s in there.
There is.
As as you deliver your rapier through him, he lets out as he just sees his rapier just go just through him.
He's stabby.
And with that, I need you to roll initiative.
I need to beat him on the initiative.
I rolled very low on that time.
20.
What did he... Oh, wow, okay.
Dog shit.
Dog shit.
Yes! Yes!
You still beat
Yes.
him. And... let's go for the music for his benefit, because I think he's got it against him. Dadak, you just... and then you keep going.
Yeah, he's, Can I do one attack and move?
Of course.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do that, so, I'm gonna...
Oh!
Yeah. He's flat-footed still, so...
Because you don't have to put on Deceptive Strike. You could add in another thing to this.
I could, yeah. I'm gonna...
You could, on a Solid Strike, doing an extra 2 points of damage for each power point you spend.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to instead hit him with a normal attack, so the normal sneak attack damage.
Mm-hmm.
But combining it, because I can do two at the same time. Let's see if I hit him first.
Yeah.
But I've already made note of that. If I don't do it, I will lose that. So, please. 18, that's a miss.
It is a miss on a flat-foot armor class of 19.
So he goes, doom, and this stunning blast comes through his sword to try and stun him, but he just fucks it, because of course I roll a 4. And then as the guy turns around going, what the hell? He just sees Dadak sprinting in the direction. 5, 10, 15. No. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's his turn.
Oh. It's
that.
now the leader, the Talon Priest, Korak Fourclaw. And you just hear him shout, I serve Tiamat for her greater glory and our mutual pleasure. I will destroy you.
Our mutual pleasure, Michael.
Just reading the I'm just reading what the module
mutual pleasure. I love that.
For our mutual pleasure.
5, 10. Does he have the same? No, he does not. He's not going to do that. He is going to... he looks at the two of you, and he's not entirely sure. He's pretty certain that Dadak, you were the one that stabbed him in the back.
With the bleeding rapier in hand, maybe.
Yes. But he looks at the two of you, and he raises a flaming mace. And I'm going to roll for who this is going to affect. So, Nimble 1, Dadak 2. Nimble! He looks at Dadak thinking, I'll deal with you personally. And he lifts up his flaming mace and he just mutters, I beseech thee, see Tiamat's true embrace. Nimble, make a will save, please.
Not a will save. Okay. 13. Classic.
Oh, on a DC of 17, just for a brief moment, you see glimmers of the Dragon Queen. And what it does is it sends you into a confused state. You are now confused.
Oh?
Oh no.
You are confused for...
Oh no.
10 rounds.
What?
You're gonna kill me. You're gonna kill me.
You are confused for 10 rounds.
Get away from me.
So, yeah, not permanent. He does that, but he doesn't have spring attack or mobility, so that's his turn. Nimble. You have flashes of the 5 heads of Tiamat just running through your mind constantly. Roll me a D100 to see if you can...
Kill me!
48.
You do nothing but babble incoherently.
Is that a fountain?
As you just... Like, every time you try to do something, like, a head of Tiamat just seems to lunge at you in your mind.
Dragon.
Possibly one of the better outcomes there, I fear, for Dadak. The Bastard Elf, it's your turn.
Bastard elf. How bad does the cleric look?
He's bleeding quite a bit, but he's not buckled at the knee, shall we say.
Okay, okay. What do I... Hang on a second. I'm really sorry. I didn't... I was going to do something else, and now I'm questioning my plan. Okay. Okay, he's gonna rush him.
Mm-hmm.
With 2 so I can have 2 of the ones that I'm able to do. Then we've agreed on that, yes?
Yep.
So the with a deceptive strike. Mm-hmm. So hopefully robbing him of his dex. So hopefully getting him when he's flat-footed. 24.
Yes, easily.
Amazing. So I've landed that, which means I get the sneak attack damage first. I didn't declare anything, so it's just normal sneak attack damage.
Mm-hmm.
So 4d6 plus 1. 16 points of sneak attack damage.
Nice.
And I didn't declare it. I'm sorry. I meant to say that I was spending 2 power points as well. Can you please make a DC 19 Fortitude saving throw or be stunned?
Okay. Oh, he's got good fortitude.
I thought he probably would, but he's got to roll it.
Yep.
DC 19.
Oh!
Yes.
15. What is it like as you stun the Talon Priest?
So it's the deceptive strike, so it looks like he's going one way and then another, and before he knows it, there's just an uppercut, and it just goes boom, and psionic power just stuns him basically like a flashbang to the face, and he just is just completely thrown by this attack. But I've moved and attacked, so I can't move again. So unfortunately, I remain in Nimble's threat.
Well, how long is he stunned for?
He has taken is taking the damage from the attack. Every 2 power points spent, the DC increased by 1. He's stunned for 1 round.
So for the next round, he's not going to act. But as you uppercut him, his flaming mace and his shield.
What?
Hang on, let me just
act independently of him.
Sorry, no, he didn't have a shield. I was looking at the wrong thing. His flaming mace drops to the floor as he's stunned.
Oh, of course, yeah.
As it just ding 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 rolls away. That is his round spent just like trying to figure out. He can't. Oh, as this psionic energy is just sizzling into his mind, very much as you say, like a flashbang. Nimble, can you roll me a D100, please?
97.
Oh, I am so sorry. You need to attack the nearest creature.
How
Go for it.
deadly.
Just do it. Just do
You
it.
attack the nearest creature.
Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Wait, I haven't even got my touch attack down. What's touch is Dex, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So okay.
So yeah, it'll be 10 plus Dex plus anything
Yeah.
movement
So
based. Basically.
my touch armor class is 16.
When you say attack, like, is it dead? Like, to what level of force am I expected to? Because I could just throw.
Everything. I think you should do it, man. Like, I don't know.
Roll for me a D4.
Okay.
On a 1. Hang on. On a 1, you will attack once and move. On a 2 or 3, you will attack once, but use the benefits of your master thrower. On a 4, you will full attack with the full intention of a master thrower.
Okay.
I don't know.
1, attack and move. 2, attack with all the benefits of the master thrower. And that's a 3 as well. And 4, full attack. So, an attack with all the benefits of the master thrower and a move.
It's a single attack, right?
Single attack, yeah.
Yeah, but with all the benefits, that's still 2.
He can easily kill me, I think. But I am at full health, so we'll see.
And I suppose you want me to add
All
some
the
power
benefits
through
you
it.
would do.
Give it everything, man. Come on. It's
didn't roll a 1.
It's the spell, yeah. Give it everything.
Well, I'll do what I did before.
Let's see if I can take it.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can take it. You gotta hit me first, motherfucker.
Yeah, I gotta hit you.
So, touch, palm, deadly, all of that. Go.
Yeah.
instantly hits me.
18.
Yep.
Okay, that's just 2.
So 4.
Yeah. How much? How many hit points you got, mate?
I'll fucking tell you in a second.
So 4 attacks come in for 49 points of damage. Dayak, you don't fully understand maybe why maybe you do why Nimble is just turned on you all of a sudden.
Then I'll just move directly away.
Run
Into a
away!
Unfortunately for you, you're still technically the closest.
Shit! It's like the first time Dadak's winning a fight, and then he just gets immediately smashed from behind.
Oh god.
So 49. Okay, wow.
One of these and some of them on one of these.
You immediately feel those knives just vanish out of you as well.
That could have been worse.
Oh,
I know it could have been worse. Oh my god.
I just want to see if I would have hit the last one, just to see how. Yeah. It was the best thing not to get a full round on you.
Yeah, you do want to roll the 4. With that, and then as you pull back to a safe position, not knowing what you're doing, Dadak.
Dadak has just gotta go all in, I think. Right, he has to kill this fucker, so he's gonna use his movement to go around him. Yeah.
Get away from me!
Get away from me, 5, 10, 15, 20, and like throws himself into come around here, like blood streaming out of his back. Like, he like slams his shoulder against the wall as this guy's coming out of his stunned effect, and he's like leaning on the wall, and blood's pouring down the wall and going around his legs, and he's like, he's gonna like lunge with everything he has. He is going to do a deceptive strike because while stunned, he doesn't have any minus to his armor class, does he?
He is flat. He doesn't have his dexterity, so
From being stunned? No, I just get a bonus to attacking, don't I? From being stunned.
allow me to read from my DM screen. Stunned. A stunned creature drops everything held, can't take actions, takes a -2 to AC, and loses his dex bonus to AC.
Wow. Okay. Well, listen. In that case, then
Nice.
I'm going to absolutely cave his skull in. And with a rapier, that's no small feat. I'm going to do a sneak attack again. Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Fuck him up.
His flat-footed armor class now is 17 with the extra penalty.
So I could use I could do the additional sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And because I don't need to do the stunning or the deceptive, because he's already flat-footed, that means I could use another one. So I will
Like a
spend,
solid strike.
Yeah, so I'm going to spend the one that I did before, so 10 points again, to get the 5d6 on top of that.
Yep.
And then what was the solid strike? It was like an additional +2.
Solid strike. The Lurk's attack deals an extra 2 points of damage. For every power point spent, the damage increases by 1.
Oh.
So if you add 10, that's +12 damage.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm going to do that because that's 10 for the sneak attack. And then 10 for there. Okay? All in one.
Armor class 17. Yes.
So let me work this out. So that is 4d6 plus 5d6 is 9d6 plus 1
Plus
plus
12.
12. So 96 plus
96 plus
13.
13.
9d6 plus 13. 42 points of piercing damage.
At -12, how do you kill Korak Forklaw, the Talon Priest?
So, like, he's staggering around, still bleeding from the horrendous attacks from behind, and slams into the wall. The guy's coming out of the stun, and he just brings up the rapier, like, hard into the guy's chest, and he kicks him over, so he falls on top of his own flaming mace. And then he just drives the second attack down into the guy's throat, and just rips the throat out, and then throws himself against the wall again, hoping to hide from the deadly halfling.
That is incredible. And I don't think I need... as Nimble, as there is no target in sight, and the main target has gone, there is no near target for you because Dadak is out of sight. The only thing you can do now is babble incoherently for the remaining 52 or 54 seconds.
Dragons.
The Dadak lurks for 10 rounds.
Dragons. How many dragons? I don't know why they're dragons. Jumping out and dragons. Hello?
He's He's like, no way am I going out there.
Nimble, after a minute, the heads of Tiamat have stopped assaulting your psyche. You just regain your composure. You haven't forgotten what you've done. You know exactly what you've done as well.
Hey, Dak. Sorry about chucking those knives in your back. Hope you're okay.
It's an exact mirroring of when the lizard folk were talking to us through the door. There's just no answer.
I've got a potion of cure serious wounds you can have if you want.
Very, very cautiously, Daydak comes from around the corner.
Nimble gets a knife. Ah! Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Daydak's gonna slump towards you. It is of no. I've lost my accent. No fault of yours. Some terrible draconic power took you.
I didn't mean to. I
know.
saw you standing there, and I thought, better throw some knives. I don't know why.
Just better throw some knives.
I didn't want to, but I had to. I knew I had to.
So anyway, I just started shooting.
I just started blasting.
Nimble will give you a cure serious wounds potion.
Oh man, that's a really expensive potion though, man.
I know, but I did just...
But it's not your fault, is it? Oh.
No, but it is...
I am going to take it because I am grievously injured.
Yeah, and you've already taken some potions as well. So.
Yeah, oh god, okay, right. What am I even on? Okay. Serious wounds is 3d8?
Yeah.
3d8 plus 15?
15.
Oh.
There you go. That'll have made up for it, right?
Yes. Yes, it's quite it's quite alright.
Back to rude health.
Quite alright, Nimble. I'm still a bit sore, but I can't really complain. I have to admit something to you though.
Oh yeah?
That fella there, the one I slew.
Yeah?
Took everything I had, lad. Took everything I had.
Did you go Nova?
I went Nova. And it did the job. I should do that more often, but next time when I have more points to do it. I mean, power.
Are you saying you need to have a sit down? Maybe a lie down.
A long lie down, lad.
Maybe a little nap.
I'll search this guy first, though.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Let's see. Korak Foreclaw, and you can see that he's missing, very much actually like you, Nimble. He's missing one of his fingers.
Oh, it was him. Great.
Nimble will grab his fingers and go, twinsies.
He has quite a bit on his possession. He has 2 potions of Cure Serious Wounds.
Hey, there you go. There's one.
Nice.
He has a Wand of Hold Person.
Yo.
With 10 charges on it.
Hello, I can use Magic Device.
Oh, can you?
I can.
10 charges, and the DC is 13.
Hold Person, Wand, DC 13. You'll have to look up the well, I'll look up the DC of what it takes to make the wand work. I imagine I have to roll the skill to make it work, right?
Yeah, there's a flat use magic device DC,
we'll find it. That's
is DC 20.
Oh, okay. I might not be able to then. It depends.
He has 10 charges in that wand. He also has on his possession a +1 flaming heavy mace, which is now just cooking on the floor.
I could sneak attack with that.
You can sneak attack with a +1 flaming heavy mace.
Apparently, yeah. In fact, I think I really am. I am tempted to take that.
Yeah, it does a D8 plus at least +1 on the damage because it's a +1 weapon, and it does an extra D6 of fire.
I'm using it.
Do it.
I'm gonna
bloody using it.
There is no limitations on what you can sneak attack with,
so
just
crazy.
so long as you meet the prereqs. And yeah, he also has a +2 chain shirt.
His apples as well, covered, already smashed apart by the assault from behind. He's gonna then put that. If you don't mind, Nimble, do you want my +1?
No, I've got a something else.
Well, he also has an
I've
amulet
got
of
studded
natural
leather, so I
armor.
can use my dex.
He has an amulet of natural armor +2,
Oh, there you go. You have that. You have that then, Nimble.
and a ring of protection +1.
Wait. Oh no, because I'm wearing an amulet. That's why I couldn't wear it. A ring of protection +1. Did you say?
I did.
I
Would you like that one?
if you don't mind, yes, please.
Yeah, go for it.
So yeah, +2 chain shirt, the flaming heavy mace, +2 amulet of natural armor, and a ring of protection +1. And yes, the 2 potions of cure serious wounds and a wand of whole person.
I mean, get the hell in.
That's pretty good going.
Does he appear to like have some kind of cloak or part of him that he's wearing that denotes like the symbols of Tiamat? Like, if I were to put on his cloak, for example, would it make me look like I'm a servant of Tiamat?
He hasn't got a cloak. He's wearing like tabard
Cap
over
and
his,
sneakers.
I'm
chain shirt.
taking the tabard, but, if that's okay.
It's just clothing, so you can wear, no penalties for having that on.
But the point is, it's got Tiamat's like symbols on it, right?
Yes.
The tabard of Tiamat. The
Tabard.
tabard
Tabard?
of Tiamat. Might be useful to pull the wool over their eyes.
Good thinking.
Let's look in his chamber. There's a lot of blood there.
Oh, crikey, there is. Is that all his? Looks like 2 people's blood. Oh.
Nah. There's a door there. I'm gonna hide.
There is.
Oh, yeah, I might need to open this door and then go outside for a bit. 45.
45.
Ha!
You see what would have been a makeshift sleeping quarters, just a couple of bags that have been used as pillows, but beyond that,
Like
nothing
perfect
more.
place to have a little nap if you wanted a nap.
Ah, yeah. Do you think that's a good idea?
Well, if you're all tapped out, there's no point
I am.
carrying on, is there?
I'm 100% tapped out. I literally had 20 left and I used them all to kill that man.
The mean man.
The bugbear man, rather. Alright, then I'll just close my eyes for a bit if you don't mind. Just gonna lie here and close my eyes.
For how long?
Meditate.
Long rest. I'm gonna.
For 8 hours. I'm just gonna just close my eyes for a second.
Just gonna close my eyes for a second. And he falls asleep.
Okay. You fall asleep. And as nimble, is there anything you're doing?
Knife tricks. I'm keeping
Okay.
watch.
For 8 hours. Your long watch begins. Nothing really happens here, apart from the one room you've not been into. No one comes in or out of the nursery in general. And 8 hours slowly pass.
Flies by.
And yeah.
I love that he's just doing the same trick for 8 hours. That'd be amazing.
Hey, fear not
Just
the
doing
person.
that thing that drummers do with a drumstick, but with a knife.
Yes. Fear not the person who practices 1,000 tricks, but fear the person who practices one trick 1,000 times. Is what Nimble is doing.
Right.
Just
That's clever. I wish I'd thought of that.
is there nothing else? Otherwise, we'll just say you get the benefits of a long rest.
I'm having a long rest. If that I need.
I'm having a long bloody rest, I am.
You get the benefit of 8 hours rest.
Incredible. Okay, so I'm nearly at full.
Sorry about that.
You got absolutely annihilated by Nimble. It's just, I just need to take a rest for a
Take a
while.
rest.
Slightly
go.
shaking.
Oh dear. Okay. Yeah. Eventually, he's wide awake and says, did you? Thanks for letting me rest. Did you have a relaxing time, Nimble?
Oh, yeah, it was very relaxing. I did some knife playing, so it was fun. And then you were asleep for another 7 hours and 30 minutes. So, are you feeling better now?
Yeah, so much better, thank you.
That's good. That's good. Shall we
Carry on.
carry on?
Come on, let's get going.
You, yes. Yes, there is a single door there.
Glammy.
The room is uncomfortably warm, heated by steam issuing from vents in the floor. Colourful clusters of dragon eggs lie atop beds of sand and straw. In the middle of the room stands an armoured kobold brandishing a short flaming sword. He stands armed and equipped with... Oh, where are you? Oh no, where are you? What looks like white dragonhide full plate and white dragonhide shield at his side. And that's where we're going to leave it.
Oh, I thought we were going to get Meepo.
I think.
Oh,
we
you'll get
have
Meepo.
Got Meepo.
Yeah.
Meepo.
Oh, you'll get more Meepo than you can handle, my friend.
I'm very aware of the time, and if we start this...
Yeah, I did say we'd wrap up. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. That's a good time.
So, with Meepo standing illustriously in front of you, brandishing his flaming sword, his dragon shield, and his dragon full plate, we draw to a close of the session. And so, as we always do at the end of these things, thoughts on the session? Who would like to go first?
I always go first, or at least I feel like I always go first. So Dom, you should go.
Dom, then.
Oh, I thought you were then going to be like, so I shall go
So I
first
shall
this
go
time
first.
too.
So I shall continue.
Yeah, I think quite an interesting map so far. It's a intriguing story as to whether we're on the right side or not. I'm not quite sure. But maybe that's just me falling into the trap of the name drop of Meepo, whether or not I just assume that all Meepos are good Meepos.
Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, I quite enjoyed the sneaking around and then stumbling into combat, and then a little bit of what's the word, diplomacy between us and the big lizard people,
Mm-hmm.
and then almost literally stabbing Rob in the back. So that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realise that I'd created such a killer. I feel like I should double check that I've not broken any rules, but I feel like
I don't think the way you've explained
done
it,
it
I
right.
don't think. Yeah, it sounds like
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't think you have, unless you can't stack tricks. I thought you could stack tricks.
I don't think it says that you can't anywhere, but
Yeah.
maybe I
That's
should double check.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is a machine gun.
He is a machine gun.
The nimble turret.
Yes.
Nice. Dadak?
Yeah. Firstly, apologies to viewers. I guess I completely misinterpreted the reading of the lurk. Then in that case, so I was unprepared with other maneuvers. So I that is completely my bad. I do enjoy the concept of the lurk, and they can do some really cool things. I think he showed a bit more of his abilities against that cleric. I think he held his own there. He showed, if he needs to, he can take someone out. Admittedly, it cost him everything. but narratively, I love that idea. I love the idea that you can, if you want. If I wanted, I could just keep stacking that same amount of power into my attacks. Of course, I'd burn out very quickly, but there's that challenge. That's quite cool. I like that idea. So we'll see how it goes. In terms of... Sorry, Mike.
I was just agreeing, yes, I fully agree with the psionic classes.
Yeah, there are stronger psionic classes, of course, but this one's fun. And the character, at least my character's a bit all over the place, but I like the little dynamic they've got going so far. In terms of the actual module, I agree with Dom. I like the map so far. It's certainly got a lot of intriguing elements to it, like the eggs in their own sort of habitats. I quite like very much, and that kind of makes me think, that's still quite dangerous. We might not be able to get them just as is. I think maybe some means to endure the elements might be required. I'm not sure. I also like the philosophical idea that has been that is potentially posed here, which is based in all of D&D lore. It's all of the in-house lore of D&D is the battle against law and chaos, right? And in every monster stat block in this era of D&D, you're told if a creature is good and you're told if a creature is evil. And I like the idea that this grotto, this nursery, is perhaps a means or perhaps proof that maybe even a red dragon, the epitome of evil in the monster manual, arguably, if raised differently, may not actually be evil. So are you born evil, or is it just part of the culture that the dragon is raised in? And I think that's a cool idea. So that's where it's leaning narratively as well. I'm so down to learn what the secret is behind this place. So yeah, that for me is the selling point for this so far, is that little tidbit there. Yeah, that's my thoughts.
Yeah, you've barely scratched what I quite like about this. Actually, a lot of the narrative, and a lot of that narrative has only come through in just side bits of what you've seen, which I'm looking forward to next session, because I think we're going to start getting a lot more coming through there. And one thing I looked on here, and I'm kind of glad you went the way you did, and you didn't upfront attack the first black scaled lizard folk, because explicitly states here that their leader, Slavag, just absolutely disdains the hobgoblins and the talons of Tiamat. And there's even comments saying if you get into a fight with them, that Slavag might accidentally throw his javelin of lightning at a talon of Tiamat. He might miss. Or he might line up an attack that also goes through a lot of the talons of Tiamat as well.
Amazing.
The only thing that worked in your favour is that you didn't make any attempt prior to attack any of them. And seeing as you took out the majority of them in that one attack, it opened up that narrative. In one of those few options where actually it was, if you'd even hit one of them, you would not have had that chance for diplomacy. It would have been for our honour, or you've attacked one of my own now yet. So that was really cool. Like, just reading through it to see that actually got the chance to play out, which was really nice.
That is cool.
But I was kind of scared you're going to make a bit of noise and then everyone would just go...
That's we were very aware of that.
That definitely. But that is a really good point about when you've got material that's written for you, and I guess a good rule for like dungeons and even campaigns is that if you have characters positioned that have their own motivations, if there is the opportunity, they're not always going to pig-headedly go for one thing. These guys are enemies in this dungeon, I must kill them. Oh no, these guys are powerful, they've killed the Talons of Tiamat and their goals might align with ours. So this is a good lesson in DMing anyway, isn't it? To have that flexibility with motivation sometimes for some characters.
I mean,
that's really exciting. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I've never encountered a black scale lizard folk.
I recognise them, and I recognise them because performance check viewers will know that is an enemy type in the Red Hand of Doom module. So, and that is very thematically linked to Tiamat as well. So,
yeah, these guys are from Monster Manual 3.
I remember them from that too.
Yeah,
I remember.
And these particular ones are they have class in barbarians.
Oh no.
And I really was thinking, if this gets into a fight, this is going to be brutal and bloody. And a part of me was like, I really want to see them fighting because they're built so cool. They have so much good things on them. But I'm also really glad it didn't go that way. And yeah, just to follow up, I mean, as you know, Rob, I've played quite a few Psionic characters, and that, for those of you watching who have also played Psionic characters, there's such that temptation where you could just start a fight and go, I'm going to use everything at my disposal, and then 2 fights later you go, I have nothing.
I fire my crossbow.
And it's what I was trying to communicate in character was he was trying to explain to Nimble, he was like, maybe it's better for me if I am going to use these powers to pick my moments and go big rather than eke out a little bit, because against these enemies, like to face a level 11 party, they're going to be pretty strong, aren't they? So like, I knew going in, man, I'm going to really need to dig deep to actually do anything effective with this character. I'm going to have to spend points to survive.
I think knowing that you've got the rest of those augments available to you, though,
that's going to be helpful. Variety. Yeah, the stunning is going to be really helpful. There's a few others that I looked at that were like, oh, okay. And I only really glanced at some of the powers that I have prepared. I have 11 powers that I have known, and I have not really scratched the surface with them. Apart from
I liked
the chameleon one is amazing, right?
Active camo, yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Awesome. Well, whilst before we do some XP, we'll wrap up and just say, as always, if you would have done anything differently, stick it in the chat. And as well, if you've played this module and if things turn out differently for you, put that in the chat as well. We'd love to hear what's happened with you and what your thoughts are. But with that, really, all that's left to say is, what is it now? Is it Bone the... Yep. Bone them rolls.
Bone and rolls.
Don't tell your mum.
Don't tell your mum.